Hey, what's up, guys? We are back again to dominate the Super Witch Challenge, showcasing the best deck for the Super Witch Challenge, in my opinion. This is the one that worked the best for me throughout the event, so I'm going to be showcasing it today. Essentially, Super Witch will not die to a lightning. It will not die to many things. But if your opponent ends up having a fireball and they try to go in for a fireball log, it's not going to die. It's not like a regular witch. It's got absurd health. You could kill it with a rocket, or you could end up killing it with like a poison plus arrows if you wanted, but generally not worth it, right? So instead, I'm going to be using Electro Giant, pulling in the Super Witch with the Tornado, and then when the Super Witch is spawning bats and it's spawning skeletons, the skeletons and the bats aren't going to be really worth it because the Electro Giant's able to kill that, and then eventually you're just going to be able to break through with your own Super Witch or your Electro Giant, lightning away your opponent's buildings, and then win the game. You counter your opponent's Super Witches by using the Electro Giant in the face of the Super Witch because it always kills it, and then you can also end up using Tornado plus Electro Giant on offense. Would rather not do that too often, and then use Heal Spirit to keep your Super Witch and your Electro Giant alive, and then Phoenix is just there as an anti-air support because maybe your opponent's going to end up having a balloon deck for whatever reason. But yeah, this is a great deck. Highly recommend it, and because there is an in-game challenge builder, you don't actually have to worry about building the deck in a different mode where you might not have all the cards. So you can use all of these cards if you guys are playing in the Super Witch Challenge, which, I mean, the video is about, so, you know, that's what we're rolling with. Also, the Super Witch you guys are about to see when it kills a card, it's basically like Mother Witch, so it turns the units into pigs, so it's kind of cool from that perspective. So, as I said before, we do not end up killing his Super Witch with a lightning, so it's a little bit unfortunate, but we're going to roll with it anyway because we want to roll through with a Bard Barrel. And as you guys can see, the pigs as well are, I guess, an unfortunate thing, because if your Super Witch targets pigs, you can't play piggy ping pong. You can't take their pigs and turn them into pigs for yourself. When it's a pig, a cursed pig, it stays a cursed pig for your enemy team, and it doesn't get converted, and then the conversion stops there. So it's kind of cool. Also, hopefully everyone's having an amazing day. Love you guys, and you know, just know that, you know, at these streams and everything, I'm excited to continue to do more. I'm excited to be more connected with the community as time goes on. Have you ever played Rocket League? I have not. Also, a little bit risky for us to do this, dropping the Electro Giant, but since his P.E.K.K.A is going to be out of cycle, I think I can go in for that, and then Tornado is Super Witch because that's going to be his only answer. So if we can Tornado the Super Witch in, then you guys are going to notice what I was talking about in the intro. Super Witch actually does die to the Electro Giant, so then you can get a great positive elixir trade. So I'm going to go Cannon. I'm also going to go for Heal Spirit if I need to, just to go and pull back the P.E.K.K.A slightly. So then the P.E.K.K.A does not break through. Even if he goes in for a Rage, I believe it dies to my tower here. That's a huge positive elixir trade. That's 9 elixir, 7 elixir P.E.K.K.A, 2 elixir Rage. I ended up dropping 4 elixir with the Heal Spirit and the Cannon. So, you know, I'll take the +5, not going to lie. That's pretty cool. Evolved Knight is balanced. I actually haven't taken the time to look at it yet. Been pretty busy with personal life, so just going to be real with y'all. I haven't even taken a look yet. In the future, I'll be having videos on that even more timely. Like, I will have a video on the best deck for it, and I'll maybe play with the content creators or something, and I'll have you guys have early things on that. But I don't know. I've been working on myself and taking a lot of time to have self-reflection and introspection, and I think that's important too, because if you're just going all the time, there's not that much room for improvement. That's one thing that I've learned. If you're always motivated, always doing something, sometimes you gotta like sit down and relax, no matter how dedicated or smart you think you are. You gotta take that time to do that. So today and yesterday and the last couple days, that's what I've been doing. Have you played Rocket League? I actually just answered that. I try not to answer questions too much because sometimes people, actually, I don't know. I don't think you're the troll, but like sometimes people troll me just to be like, yo, I'm going to ask the same question 10 different times and see if he like, I don't know. It's kind of funny, like copy pasta. Yeah, copy pasta. Anyway, we're in a lightning here. Again, it doesn't kill the Super Witch, but with Tornado, we can definitely kill it. Like, we don't even need the Electro Giant Reflection to be able to finish it off. So, as you guys can see, we just played against someone with a P.E.K.K.A counter Electro Giant, and we destroyed it. It wasn't close. You guys might say, well, he went in for P.E.K.K.A on the right-hand side, and I would say, yes, that definitely made a difference. But you would still win by getting the Electro Giant eventually in the later stages and Heal Spiriting and Lightning. It might be a slower win, but it would still be a W. So I don't want to be disingenuous about that as well. Evo Knight is balanced. I mean, neither of the evolutions. I mean, all the evolutions seem really broken at the start. I also want to be completely candid with you guys, right? So one of the things that I did originally when I was very first starting off my YouTube journey, bros, I was like, you know, the developers, I'm really scared of saying what I actually think to them because I wanted them to like me, right? And I never said it publicly. I was just like, you know, if there's something negative, I'm not going to say anything. Because it's just like, I don't want them to hate me. I don't want to like have a bad relationship with the devs. And then I realized like 2 years ago, I needed to start being very vocal because I care about this game and I don't want to see bad decisions made. So I told them, I've been telling them what I feel for the past 2 years. And now, because like, I feel like it's important to even publicly say it and not just say it to them. Like I say it to everyone. I tell you guys like I hated the level 15. I tell you guys that I hated the firecracker balance. Like I'm not going to sugarcoat that stuff because I don't know. I think it's disingenuous because YouTube is you, right? You stay true to yourself and stay true to the community, right? If I'm not telling you guys how I really think, is it really YouTube? I don't know. I think it's not, I think that's the thing. So I try to be true with you guys about everything. If you guys have any questions about, what I feel about stuff, I'll always let you know. And that's how I want to be on this channel. I want to be a direct connection with y'all. Do you read your chat? Yeah, I do. Sometimes one of the things I'll do, like when I'm commentating or playing games, I don't read as much, but I read in between, and I try to read as much as I can. Also, Chloe Smith, what's up? Says Chloe bot running. Yeah, the stream elements thing happened. I like you're respectful and polite with your feedback to Supercell, unlike other people. Well, I think that's the way that you have to approach everything in life, right? Even if something is frustrating or bad, you have to take the time to actually think, what is going to be conductive? What is going to be productive? What is going to be something that is going to make progress? You can be angry and mad, and you can channel that in a different way, and then you can start to get more feedback, right? Like, for instance, I absolutely hated level 15, and I wanted to write something angry, like, this sucks, you're killing the game, or whatever, like, this is, like, so bad, like, how could you guys ever do this? And then I had to understand their points of view, what they were thinking. I still don't agree with it, and I wanted to be like, how can I talk to them in a way that would make sense to them, and also arrive at a reasonable conclusion where we can maybe make progress here. And that was, it was hard to do, but that's what I did. And that's how I always want to approach things. I remembered very vividly, like when I was younger and I felt like I was wronged in situations, I wanted to be vengeful. Like, I'll tell you guys something I've never really, like, I've said this to my friends, but I've never said to YouTube publicly. So when I was a pro player in Clash Royale, sometimes things happen where like I got timed out because I didn't accept a game it fast enough in a professional league, and I like lost, like, I don't know, my chance at $150 or something. Dude, I had this, like, I had like 10,000 people on my Twitter. I was like, screw this league, RPL really hurt me. You know what? For the spite of things, I'm gonna go and like tweet at them and say they're awful and like try to start outrage. I was wrong, right? Like, I didn't have self-interest. I didn't really like reflect back on the situation. I just wanted outrage. I wanted something, and made an emotional decision. As I've gotten older, I realized like that's just not something I want to do, and that's not something that is productive for me, and it's not really fair as well. Like, what does vengefulness give you? It gives you nothing, right? Just to spite other people, like, even if it worked out, right? Like, even if people hated the league, which, I deleted it shortly after, but it just was something that it made me look like a fool. It made me respect myself less. Stuff like that, it happens a lot when you're younger or even older. Like, you make those mistakes and then you learn from it. So yeah, that's one of those things that gotta be true to yourself. And I just piggybacking off in your comment of saying, hey, why or how does that happen, or like how being respectful. Like, I think being respectful gives you results more faster than doing anything else, right? Like, I'd rather be results oriented and try to be learning from stuff and trying to improve than making really dumb decisions. But yeah, that's what we're all gonna do. Do you know Arabic, a player named Hemokok? He's playing Clash Royale too. I actually don't know him, so probably that'd be cool. But oh man, by the way, I just dropped my Electro Giant. I probably needed that. Guys, I think I lose the game. I didn't play this very well. We'll see though. We'll see if we can pull away with some sort of W. I did pull that into a spot that both of our towers were kind of helping out for a short period of time. We're gonna pull back the bats. The Electro Giant does walk on a tower, but as you guys can see, like the Witch is essentially a full-blown Wing Edition. So it'll blow your opponents away, and you kind of need to sort of maybe not let that get in your face. So Electro Giants on offense, or dropping your Electro Giant in general, it takes away one of your best counters to the Super Witch. So try not to do that. So try not to cycle it. As you guys saw, I did cycle it on defense, and I think it was just a bad decision. So I learned from that. I'll play better. Yeah, I can maybe Super Witch in the back because it's such a good card. Like, cycling that is great. I might just sack the tower on the right and then go in on the left with the E-Giant, potentially, depending on what happens. Because I need to take the tower, actually. Yeah, I think that's going to be our best bet. Sack the tower. It's not going to work out anyway. Let's Tornado and then figure out what we can do, maybe. Yeah, do we Tornado here? No, I'm just going to pull the Valkyrie anyway, right? It doesn't really matter. All right, let's bar drill here. We take the tower. We can go in for lightning to probably take everything else out if we need to, which I think would be the right play. Maybe I go for a super witch here and I snag the tower, and then I get counter push after killing the tower. I go E-Giant in the middle. There's another thing that we can bait out like a super witch and lightning that. That's so much better. Yeah, that's way better. Forcing out that extra elixir is huge. Unfortunately, I think he's going to get piggies to tank, which kind of sucks, but we're going to bar drill here to kill the rest of the super witch. And killing the super witch is big because now we can go in for a cannon, and then I think we can go for a phoenix as well. So I'm trying to think of like how am I going to win this, because like from a pragmatic point of view, like you don't want to be dropping your super witch and then not supporting her. So try to drop her here. The princess is going to probably be a problem, but I can go E-Giant into that. I really shouldn't have lost the tower. I really wasn't thinking too much, guys. Sometimes that does happen, you know, like lots of times I make foolish blunders, but whatever. All right, we can go for an E-Giant here as well, and I don't know, like I think that we probably are in an okay spot, all things considered. Like this is not the end of the game so far, so as long as he doesn't get a super witch in my face, I think we're okay. That's what I'm trying to say. I went tornado here, and then maybe he does get a super witch in my face, but maybe it's okay. Maybe I can go for an E-Giant here, kill the super witch, and then notice how the bats are going there, like right into the it's going right into the E-Giant, so it just dies. It's pretty big. All right, we can go in for a heal spirit as well, and then I think the super witch is probably going to be able to spawn skeletons and stuff, so then we can keep the E-Giant alive a little bit longer. The Valkyrie does come down, which is a pretty phenomenal counter to us. We're making it happen, guys. I think we're slowly but surely clawing our way back into the game. Like, look, I got a ton of damage. I'm feeling good about ourselves. We're going in for this, and then we can E-Giant as well at the river, and then we can like tornado all this stuff in. Trying to not get super greedy here because I want his super witch to go and target the E-Giant, but it's not, so that's kind of bad. I guess I'm going to lightning just to kill his units. Nice, that's good. We didn't get enough damage on the tower, but he hasn't been able to go in for a princess. I'm going to try to predict it with the super witch just in case. And then we can stop him from going for any units into us. He doesn't seem like he's got a big spell, so this is decent. Definitely a decent situation, right? All right, we can do this. We can go in for probably like another E-Giant or something, depending on what we're feeling. Let's bar drill here as well. Let's like super witch as well at the river, just to force that extra elixir potentially. And if the bar drill gets a hit, we could still win the game, right? It does, and the super witch locks, so that's kind of good. Maybe we can get like an electro giant down, so then we can just body block, and then we can go bar drill, and then maybe just kill everything. We did it. Let's go, guys. Resilience. I didn't play well, but I focused up, and we won the game. That's a huge win. Isn't that crazy? I truly was just such, I don't know, lackadaisical sir, and I messed up, but we bounced back. That's a W. Appreciate these stories. One of the main reasons I watch your streams to this day, dude, I want to give more stories. I want to give you guys more of me. I think it's important, right? Because truthfully, what makes me super motivated about YouTube? What makes me happy and passionate about it? Sure, the game is cool and everything. I like Clash Royale, but if I'm being honest with myself, and I don't know if I really said this to you guys, but one of the real reasons why YouTube is such a big part of my life and why I could never really like want to like leave it right now is like I get a connection with so many different people every day. I get so much happiness from chilling with you guys and then noticing that I can make someone else's day better, or just, you know, like sometimes there's comments where people are like, hey, Jake, I had such a terrible day. Some bad event happened to me. I had a surgery, and then because I had this surgery and I was chilling and watching you, it made my day better. And like seeing that, having that impact like that, it's touching, man. That is something that I never want to give up. And obviously there's a lot of things on a lesser degree where like someone just like, you know, I enjoy watching you, or like you changed my opinion on something, and hopefully in like a positive way, you know, like having that type of influence, I think is just like a really, really cool thing. And yeah, I think it's definitely one of the more important like situations that I value about it. I don't like just value like playing the game and having fun. I value like the community that we built. And obviously when you get into gaming, you play games because they're fun, so you don't really think about all these things, but it's really cool. It's really awesome. Also, I get to improve too. I get to talk to a lot of you guys. I get to understand new things that I didn't know before. Like for instance, like there were some islands that I wasn't looking at before. I moved to Seattle. I moved to Washington, and I didn't know about them. And then people from the community, I was just talking to you guys, and you popped up, and you're like, yo, Jake, here's the suggestion. Or like, I didn't know specific things about, okay, I didn't know something about like the Xbox when I was trying to figure this out. and y'all like helped me out and you like stuck with me. And it's like, damn, like we have an entire friend group of people that really like want me to figure out how to like make this Xbox thing work. And it was like, I don't know, it was like a really touching moment because I was sitting there struggling for like 30 minutes. I was doing like some sponsored stream and I was just complete clown. And then having that type of moment, like that was really good for me and healthy for me and nice. So, oh no, there's a lot of different defining situations that I'll never forget about. New subscriber here. Give a shout out to Carlos in Dallas, Texas. Appreciate your vids, bro. Dude, shout out to you and thank you so much. It's nice to see new people come into the community, especially like on a game that is as old as Clash. So it's really dope. Also, if you guys didn't know, yeah, I do these streams every single time that there's a challenge, or every single time that I feel like it. I try to do live streams because a lot of my videos are more so based on Clash Royale, and I love playing Clash. A lot of these streams, I want to connect with you guys and have that connection as well. I also will have a second channel where I'll be probably doing a lot more life-related stuff and other things that it's called More Tag on YouTube. It's the second YouTube channel. But this channel right now that I'm on right now, yeah, my videos I do daily, Clash Royale content, talk about the best decks, how to play them, mess around, whatever's fun for me in the moment. So I kind of try to do a mix of both here. Do you remember me? I never miss your streams. Z4K14. I actually don't remember that name specifically. But yeah, man, that's what's up. I stopped playing Clash Royale after 2019. I still watch you for positive vibes. Dude, let's go, man. Let's go. That's what I like to hear. I think that personally, one other thing that a lot of people, I thought about this a lot. I think that positivity, like I was trying to like really put it in words. People think that you are like I'm a positive person. In reality, like I think sure I am positive, but it's more of a mentality than a character trait, right? It's not like you're intrinsically a positive person. It's something that you worked on, and it's something that you created yourself, right? Like it's a mentality. You put yourself in positions where you're generally happier. You're trying to look at things in a situation where you know that if you're looking at a negative thing, you're spiraling in a different direction and you're in a bad state of mind, right? Like for instance, if something bad happens to you, like I got in a car crash, a mini car crash, I could just dwell on that and spiral and talk about, oh man, I lost so much money, I lost time, I'm stressed out, things are bad are happening. Or you could look at it from a perspective of like, okay, if I do that for a long period of time and I dwell in self-pity and stuff like that, I will never get out of it. And it will just constantly like the situation will be prolonged. And like, I want to be positive. I want to look at the right thing. Like I might have had like a life lesson to learn from that. I might have had something that I can take away, or maybe like I can be thankful that I didn't hurt myself and I ended up getting in a car crash, and now I'm going to be even more hyper vigilant about like each thing. Like I was driving normally and I didn't make any mistakes, but now I'm going to drive more defensively and I'm going to look out for that in the future. I'm thankful that I didn't get hurt. Like now like when you get in a car crash, you would expect to get hurt, right? But I'm thankful, and then I have my health to be thankful for, and I can move forward in a different way. So it's not even fake it till you make it. It's more like you got to work on these things and put yourself in a position where you're happier truly as well. Like I want to put myself in a spot where, you know, I'm looking at the people I'm around, the things I'm doing, and I'm actually gaining satisfaction from that, because then it's easier to be positive. And then if you're being positive, you're likely going to have a better life. And generally for me, the end goal in life is to be happy and feel fulfilled. And it's easier said than done. And it seems simple, but those are the two goals that I have. And being positive really helps me get there. So I'll probably go more in depth on things like that really made me positive, and you guys will see the evolution about that. Like when I was in 2015, when I was actually like really miserable, I was playing Clash Royale, I was on YouTube. You guys saw everything. You could go back and watch my oldest videos. I was not happy. Life was really, really bad. But then I started to think about this more, and I don't know. I didn't really talk to you guys about it and why, but I think that positivity really is something that anyone can do. You just have to set your mind to it, and you have to work on it. And it's not something that you're intrinsically positive or not. It's just how it's choice. It really is. Anyway, sorry. I went on off another tangent, but that's something that you could be a health and well-being channel. I don't know about that, man. I have a lot of things I still need to work on as a person, but at least I'm working on it. You know, I also don't want to say things that I don't believe, or like I think like when you start doing a channel like that, then you feel like you have to constantly come up with new ideas. Like I want to only say this when it's actually meaningful and I really believe it. Like I don't want to force ideas. I don't want to force things just for like income. Like I really want to do things that like really matter to me. That's like on these streams. Like I'm not like These streams don't really matter for money or anything like that. These streams are just for fun, and it's in between the videos, and it's kind of how I want it to be. And even specifically on my second channel, like I will be losing money on all the videos I make there. It'll just be for fun. This challenge is so much fun. It actually makes me love TR. So yeah, dude, I actually like the fact. Here's another thing. Here's a take on the Clash Royale challenge. I don't think that challenges like this should ever be competitive, but they should be implemented in the game. And it's okay if they're not even fair, because you're problem solving. You're actively looking at the situation and trying to learn, how can I win this? What can I do? And it's cool from that perspective, because you can get better at the game. You can engage yourself in a different direction, and you can, like, I don't know. It's just a different way of playing the game, and not everything has to be super competitive or super fair. It's okay if it's not, you know? And that's one thing that I think a lot of people, like pro players, they'll be like, this challenge sucks, or like, it's not like that good, or I don't enjoy it. And in reality, you know, it's okay if you lose. It's okay if you mess up. It's okay if you get some like gimmicky interaction, or, you know, you get a bad card cycle. Or, you know, it's just, it is what it is. And you go on. GG. But yeah, that's one of those things that I've been looking at. Like, because originally, whenever I lost the game, I got super salty and stuff. Oh, man. Great defense, thanks. Yeah, I didn't really think that much. I just kind of did things, and it worked. Do you think that Clash Royale evolutions will have... they'll do evolutions to all cards? What is your opinion about it? Yeah, dude, I don't know. Like, I feel like... what if they do evolutions for buildings or spells, right? Like, that feels really crappy. What if they do evolutions for champions? And you look at champions already, and you're like, yo, champions are pretty broken. Like, they don't need an extra asset to them to make them even more strong. But I feel like they'll probably want... I don't know. If Clash Royale goes like the monetization scheme, like, I don't know. I actually have no idea. I try to believe that they don't do that, but like, obviously recently it's just, it's been, I don't know. They didn't do anything for level 15, and like a lot of stuff, like, yeah, it's just unfortunate for real. So I don't know what to believe on that anymore. Just totally transparently. So yeah, that is one of those things. I thought we would have like a response and stuff, but yeah. Anyway, back to business on the evolutions. Like, I feel like it would be bad for the game if they had champions or spells and stuff like that have evolutions, but for them to make money and stuff, like, it would probably make sense from a financial perspective to do that. Also, I think it would also make sense for them to add more evolution slots and stuff. I think it would make sense for them to do a lot of different things to make the game a little bit more chaotic and have more things to upgrade, which is, I don't want. I want one evolution per deck, and I want them to all be a bit balanced. I want them to be not balanced to the point like they're like not unique and better. Like, I want them to be the same level as champions, where they're still overpowered, but maybe, you know, a little bit more fair. Where like they're not overwhelming the entire game and changing the way that the game is played to the point that you have to play them or you lose, like, type of thing, where like there's no way around it, or it's like not the game that we used to play. You know, that would be concerning for me, I guess. Would it be better if you put arrows instead of lightning? No, because you want to use the lightning with the Electro Giant so you can remove buildings. So if you can't win with the Super Witch, you can win with the Electro Giant as a win condition. So the E-Giant typically, again, is a card that you use to counter the Super Witch. You drop it in front, and you just want to spam as many Super Witches as possible. Like, ideally with this deck, I'm sorry, I didn't talk about this at the start. You want to cycle your Super Witches, cycle your Barbarials, cycle your Heal Spirits, maybe your Phoenixes, maybe your Cannons, and try to just, like, get as many Super Witches on the field as possible, because it's literally impossible to get bad trades with them. Like, they always give you pretty good trades. I guess Rocketing there is a good trade for him, but something to keep in mind. Also, you could run Rocket in the deck, in the deck that I'm playing right now, instead, and that could work, you know, like, just something to keep in mind. If you guys haven't already, consider playing Rocket. It is a pretty good spell to have. It is a pretty good spell. You could run Lightning or Rocket. Rocket is likely better when you're playing against better players. Like, this guy, he seems like a decent player. Like, I think that Rocket would be a better choice because that can kill Super Witch. So it's really dependent. I mean, Lightning right now, it doesn't do as much damage as the Rocket either, so it can't kill the Executioner. It's kind of unfortunate, right? It is what it is. So he's able to kill my Super Witch. I'm not able to kill his. So that's one of the big differences, defining differences, if you will, here in this game. The Baby Dragon is getting countered by the Phoenix, so I do have a little bit of a benefit there, I guess. The Mighty Miner is a bit annoying, but I think I can do this, and I can pull the Mighty Miner, and I should be okay. But yeah, the Mighty Miner will die. It looks like the Super Witch will also die to our tower. I bet you he would Rocket if I went Super Witch here, so I'm going to wait and see. Okay, that was a bad Tornado. I don't think that did as much as he was hoping for. Maybe it did. I don't know. All right, we're going to try to go in for a Lightning so then we can go and kill the Executioner and have a little piggy. We get a bit more damage, and it looks like we're in a pretty good spot moving forward. Net is broken AF, I hear. Yeah, that's the thing, though. A lot of people just... a lot of people assume that's exactly how it's going to come out. Sometimes Supercell changes things. Sometimes they don't. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, I really... One thing I'm worried about is I'm like, I'm worried that some of the things that they're doing, like, aren't necessarily, I don't know. It doesn't seem like always in the best interest of the game. Like the fundamentals of the game, I would say. But it might be really good for, like, the people that just want to enjoy, oh, wow. They might want to just enjoy taking bathroom breaks and playing Clash Royale because they're playing casually, so they don't really care. Right? I think that's what it is. Y'all have to understand. Here's a reality. I'm just going to be truthful. I don't know if this hurts the channel or hurts you guys, but, like, I think that the 99% of us that are in YouTube, everyone that's watching right now, there's probably going to be like 50,000 people watching this VOD. There's 833 people watching live. We're the 1% of Clash Royale. 99% of the people upgrade their cards, aren't connected with the community, don't follow Twitter, don't follow YouTube. They just play the game and spend money whenever they feel like it to progress and have fun. And that's kind of what games can be. Like, you guys might have connected because maybe you're more competitive, or you want to search out more about the community. You want to, like, learn more about the games that you like. Maybe you want to get better at the game. That's why maybe you search out my channel. But in reality, like, Supercell is also catering to the people that, you know, the larger demographic of the game. Sometimes they're trying to make decisions, what they think are the best decisions for those people. A lot of times. I'm here because I love you. Dude, I love you too. I really love the fact that we have such a cool community. Obviously, there's some bad people sometimes. Most of the time, you know, like, most people that chill here, most people that are, you know, a part of the channel, most people that vibe with me, y'all are pretty cool. Y'all are really, really cool. It's nice because, I don't know, even when people do things that are bad sometimes people say some, like, really hurtful and harmful stuff, like offensive jokes or things that are really, like, not even offensive, like, just straight up, like, vengeful or mean. Like, people change, you know, like, not everyone's the same person. Like, I've done really, like, dumb stuff when I was 2016. You guys go back and see it, right? On the internet. And it's like, you know, I think people should not be held accountable for those type of things. Like, if they can change, or if you've seen change from the person, because everyone's different. Everyone can move a different direction. Like, you shouldn't be held into a situation where you're the same person that you were. That's one thing that I think is very, very firmly. And I think sometimes cancel culture goes way too far on that stuff. I really do hate that. Oh my god, I saw your last match in game. I didn't know you were streaming. YouTube forgot to send out a notification again. Dude, it's all good. You know that I'll probably be streaming around whenever the challenge comes out. First day, I'll always be streaming. So check it out in the morning when I wake up, PST time zone. I have a problem with Supercell, so I'm not looking for a guy to assess Supercell towards a good update. Oh yeah. I've been trying to, man. Like I told you before, right? I think I actively spent, like, I don't know, the last couple updates, I think I spent like 12 plus hours each time. And before that, I never even publicly said that because I felt like, hey, I don't really need to tell you guys. Like, it's just like, it feels like I'm flexing or whatever. But in reality, it's just being truthful. I did spend 12 plus hours each time. And also on the Mega Draft thing, like Mega Draft for ladder, bro, I wrote out paragraphs to them telling them how bad it would be and the failures and stuff. And then they went through with it. I was like, oh, that sucks. But yeah, I mean, they were committed to it. I just want them. I was hoping they'd listen a little bit more because, like, I feel like I'm very, 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 very connected with the community and the game. But also at the same time, I am not a game developer, so I don't know if, like, what I say would ever increase their bottom line. But I feel like it would. I feel like I know enough. Like, if I'm being genuine, I think I can make a difference in the game and also in their, you know, I could do something that's beneficial for them as well. Like, probably make them a lot more money in the long term because then the game would be more sustainable, right? At least that's what that's the way that I try to approach it, and that's the way I try to frame things. Anyway, we might lose. I am not cycling Super Witch near as much as I should be, so this is looking really bad, obviously. Wait, if we can get an E-Giant down, and we can push off the Executioner. Wait, we're still alive. That's surprising. I thought we were dead. We should have lost right there. Yo, Damien, thank you for the sub, man. Lots and lots of love. Appreciate the vibes. Appreciate the support. Seriously, the community just built different. That's all I'm going to say, all right? Our community do be built different out here. Wait, are we going to steal all this stuff? He's going to arrow us. Oh, that was a smart play. This guy's actually really good. I think he's probably, like, a decent player. Like, he's probably around my skill. He also has Mini P.E.K.K.A. and, like, NATO and other stuff that's kind of annoying, but yeah, he's played well. He's definitely played well. All right, we're going to go for E-Giant at the river. The Executioner, I guess it does counter the Super Witch, but, like, for real, it's not that big of a deal. The issue is that he's got Mini P.E.K.K.A. with Monk and other cards like this. Like, it does kind of counter the E-Giant. Or, yeah, my E-Giant, I guess. That's the issue. I need to start out cycling and playing better, to be honest. Like, that's one of my main concerns. Also, if you guys didn't know, like, when the Phoenix dies, it pops and it kills the bats. So the bats, when they stack up, it's not that big of a worry. It shouldn't be that big of a worry for everyone. Phenomenal decision to go in for the E-Giant because it, like, reflects back his Executioner and stuff. We can, like, Lightning on the Mini P.E.K.K.A. Should maybe get some actual damage here if we're lucky. All right, we're going to go Super Witch. We will go for a Barb Barrel. We're going to go Monk, so let's just try to stop this from crossing and NATO it back. I thought for sure you would click the ability, but I guess not. Oh, wait, why did I... I guess I didn't really look at the timer. It's a little bit embarrassing, not gonna lie. I really didn't look at the timer there, guys. We'll bounce on next game. We'll play better. And, yeah, hey, that happens. GG and we'll play. First loss of the day. It totally happens. Also, yeah, you know, like, just don't get frustrated whenever you lose. Expect to lose sometimes. That's kind of how games work. You can't win every game you play. And if you expect to be the best player in the world and always, like, never make mistakes, then you're just going to get frustrated in life and then also in Clash Royale. Also, if you guys are enjoying the stream, drop a like. It does support me for free, and you can subscribe for free as well if you want to stay connected for more streams, more videos. But yeah, liking this live stream right now goes a long way, and it helps me out. So feel free to if you want to. Don't have to if you don't want to, though. What's your favorite win con, and what's the worst win con? Worst win con in the game? Ooh, I feel like it'd be a win con that people would say is, like, I don't know, like maybe Furnace or something like that. You say, like, your Furnace is going to reach the tower, and you'd be like, it's definitely a win condition. Like, that's something that I see happen way too often, and I'm like, well, dude, it's not really a win condition. It works, but it's not really a way to win, right? Like, maybe your Mega Knight can reach the tower. Maybe your P.E.K.K.A. can reach the tower, but it's a deliberate, like, characterization of a card that is not a real win condition. A card that can't target towers. So for me, it would be like a card that directly gets on tower, like a Goblin Drill or a Graveyard that's a win condition, right? Or it would be a card that targets, that solely targets buildings, except like Ice Golem or something that doesn't have that much damage. So my classification would be something that gets on tower and does damage pretty reliably. That would be my win. That would be my thing. And you can't just say like gets on tower, because like Giant doesn't always get on tower, but it has the ability to, right? And it does a lot of damage still. So that's like a reliable win condition. But a lot of times people just people think that cards would break through, and they don't really understand that it shouldn't or wouldn't at higher levels of play. Sure, Furnace could be a win condition, and it might work at certain levels of play, right? Like, it would work when it's overpowered and stuff, and you can brute force your way through, but that doesn't always work out. Like, right now in the meta, it's not a win condition, unfortunately. It's so sad that that's the case. I mean, maybe you could argue based off of, like, historical time in Clash Royale, like it was a win condition at one point. I don't know. What's your opinion on the new upcoming Night Evo? I just haven't even taken a look at it. I've said, as sir, I've been, I don't know. I said that I was doing a lot of different things, and I've been working on myself more so. You're not at the center of the camera. Yeah, thank you for letting me know. I'll fix that. Whenever I'm not at the center of something or I mess up, I always want to, like, improve that and make the channel better for us. So let me know, guys. I'll fix that. Also, I think I'll lose this game, but still a chance we can make something happen here. I think the difficulty happens right now where our homie is just going to be spamming really aggressively, and I don't know if I can break through. I don't know if I can E-Giant and find my way through the Super Witch. I'm trying to be able to get some piggies. Whoever gets the first pig really gets a huge benefit, though, because whoever gets the first pig means that they're targeting skeletons and bats, and they're getting new pigs, while the opponent is just targeting a pig, and it's not going to give them anything. That's the difficulty that I've seen, is like piggy, whoever gets the first pig makes, sometimes gets lucky or gets like kind of a really good interaction in steamrolls. Seems like you don't get enough sleep. Honestly, I just have genetic under eye circles. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Everyone has things that they're not perfect, right? Like you might end up having cellulite if you're a girl. You might end up having situations where you're balding if you're a dude. There's certain things that you can work towards fixing, maybe with like healthy habits or stuff. I even tried to, fix my under eye circles with, creams and stuff, and getting a lot of sleep. I actually sleep very often, regularly. Like, I get like 8+ hours of sleep. I eat well. It's just genetic under eye circles. It is what it is. Aside from getting like plastic surgery, it won't get fixed, man. So it's okay if I look like that. The thing that matters is I'm happy and healthy. I have under eyes as well, says Junker Nation. Yeah, dude, don't be ashamed about it. Don't get like depressed about it. Don't be so sad about it. I don't know. That's one of those things that I see with a lot of my friends. They get so upset, or even me, like when I was younger, like I got so upset about those type of things where you know, just like you move on. If you can't control it, you look at it and you're like, can I fix this or no? And if not, then you work with it and you be a little bit more positive about it and try to think about things that you can control. You know, that's what I like to do. They're definitely getting better, bro. Oh, really? Thanks, man. I'm glad that you think that my under eye circles look better than they did before. I don't think so, to be honest. I appreciate that, though. How did you come to the idea of doing YouTube? I just liked the game, so I ended up doing content on a video game that I enjoyed. That is literally the entire reason why I did that. Could you update the friend link soon? Yeah. You just subscribed, so I'll do that later today, all right? Actually, I can't promise you that because I'm going to be doing things afterwards. I might get a little bit distracted. Might not have my full attention on that. But next stream, let me know, and I will update that after that. Maybe I'll have time to update it after the stream. I don't know. But if I don't, then just remind me next time I stream, which will definitely be later in this month. Can someone tell me a good deck for Arena 16? I actually have a lot of great decks for Arena 16. Almost every deck that I have on my YouTube channel that I have, like, upgrade this deck or whatever, I try to be genuine about it. I'm like, this is a deck that I would upgrade over a long period of time. If you see a thumbnail with upgrade this deck on my YouTube channel, those are generally great decks to upgrade in any arena as long as you like playing the deck. Don't force yourself to play a deck that you don't like playing or you don't have the card levels for, then I wouldn't do that. But if it says upgrade this deck, that is something that I would genuinely say, like, that would be a great deck to upgrade for the longevity of the game. Or deck doesn't lose. Those are the two things, but, like, specifically upgrade this deck, I try to have, like, a series on the channel with thumbnails where it's very deliberate that you guys can, like, look at that. Also, another thing that you can do is you can type in SirTag Arena 16. Probably have some decks and showcasing of how to climb up Arena 16 on YouTube, like literally. So check that out if you haven't already. What other games do you play, Jake? So honestly, I haven't been playing that many other games because I spend so much time playing Clash Royale where I want to also enjoy other aspects of life where games are important, games are cool, games are really fun, and I might play TFT to connect with some of my friends that I haven't been talking to for a while. Like, I connected with a friend and he's like, yo, dude, we stopped playing TFT. Like, what are we doing? Like, that was so much fun to do. So I kind of see games as for a purpose for me to have fun and to connect with friends instead of, like, because I already get, like, my fix in happiness by playing Clash Royale. I don't need more of that. I want to do other things like hiking or being outside or working on other things. So I haven't played many games recently, but I will be playing TFT, maybe Wild Rift again in the future soon. I don't know. And then, yeah, I mean, I play Wild Rift with, like, some of my friends. It was a pretty fun game. But yeah, Wild Rift and then, TFT, I guess. And maybe some other games. I don't know. Like, if Supercell games come out that are fun, that I can connect with you guys on and connect with the community about, then I'd do it. But a lot of times, like, it doesn't make sense. Like, I have this situation where I'm like, I can play games and have fun with the community, or I can play games by myself and I'm not really having as much fun because, honestly, the interaction that I have on YouTube is amazing with y'all. It just makes me so happy and fulfilled. How many hours do you play a day? I play around, for Clash Royale. Yesterday I played an hour, and I got an entire video in an hour. Sometimes it's 3 or 4 hours because I want to create the best content I can, so I'm kind of like a perfectionist. I might just end up doing less hours and just give you guys, like, really raw, like, just commentary and just, like, I don't know, like, I'm trying to think of that more. Like, I want to really identify what the best allocation of my time is, because that is one of those things that I haven't really, that was one of those things that I'm working on admittedly right now. How do I want to allocate my time? What do I want to do moving forward? Like, that was one of those things that I really had a revelation on, like, do I want to spend my time? What is something that I'm going to be doing? So I don't know what I'm going to be doing with, like, the YouTube content, but I know I will still be doing it. And I know that, yeah, like, I might be doing more or less gaming. I don't know. I probably could just do more and do more videos. Basically, I'm just trying to maximize my satisfaction with it. Easy Tornado? Oh, dude, I don't even remember what I did. Also, another thing is I played Clash Royale for 7 years, 8 years, right? So I can actually just talk, look at chat, and have muscle memory take over and win games when I'm not having to think. Obviously, when I'm playing against people at the similar skill level and stuff, and it's maybe not like a Mimi challenge, and I'm playing against, like, top 1,000 to 2,000 players that are same skill level as me, I'll, like, really screw up, bro, and, like, I'll lose because, like, I'll just turn off my brain and then it won't work out. But I can just place a card and I know where to drop it instinctively against a Hog Rider when my brain recognizes that. So it's kind of cool. Also, another thing is, like, I know the cards, what cards I should be dropping to counter certain things. It's like a pattern recognition almost. Big fan tag. I love all the way from Brazil. Love you, man. Thank you for stopping by the channel, brother. Will you post vlogs and other stuffs? Yeah, I gotta have a friend that will film me, and that like, I don't know. That's something that I don't know. I kind of want to. I want to. I think that would be a good way of connecting with y'all, and I think that's something that I want to do. Like, again, YouTube is about you as a person, right? That's why there is you in front of it. Everyone is different. Everyone is unique. It's not just like copying different types of content, like Mr. Beast content, and like throwing it out there and being like, here's my videos, go and watch them, let's make money. Because you can do that. You can make Mr. Beast videos of any game. I could do it too. I know like there's templates of like deck building, right? I could do a deck building guide and probably get like hundreds of thousands of views. I might do that just for like growing the channel and stuff. It might be smart, but it's not sustainable to do over a long period of time as like your only form of content, unless you don't really get satisfaction from YouTube, or I don't know, like at least for me, like I think that's hard to do. Maybe you do get satisfaction from helping people with guides. Like yeah, at least me, like I think I was projecting there. I don't get satisfaction from the guide thing as much. It's cool, but it's not as fun. It's not as happy for me. It's not as happy for me. It's not that one of those moments that I can look back at and be like, yeah, you know, I really enjoy. Oh my gosh, he drops that right as I lightning. Wasted my lightning, man. He gives me the thanks too. He gives me the thanks too. Yo, Akshay, thank you for the $20. Thank you so much, man. I hope that you ended up having an amazing day, and I appreciate the dono. Thank you. Also, reflecting back at his deck, I think it's the Mini Pecker Rage Super Witch deck. This may sound cringe, but you brighten up my day so much. I'm feeling down. I bring up your videos, and I feel 10 times better. Dude, those are the type of things that I like seeing. Like, if I can just have a couple people even say that, or it makes YouTube just feel like so much more, I don't know, it makes it feel really fulfilling for me. And that's why it's probably so sustainable. And that's why, like, I never really want to let go of YouTube. No matter what. Does Clash Royale ever get boring since you've been playing for so long? Not really. Like, I also, as I said before, part of the reason is, like, just love talking to you guys, love being with you guys, and love seeing comments. Like, I read every single comment. I don't know if you guys know that, but I don't respond to everything because it's hard for me to, like, spend the amount of time to literally respond to everything. But I read every single comment in the comment section. Every single one. Does Clash Royale? Yeah. That's just how it is. Like, spend 2 to 3 hours. Big oofs. Oh yeah, it's a loss. It's an L, but it's all good. It happens. SirTag never reads my comments. I'm sad. I just read it right there. Point disproven. But yeah, sometimes there's comments that I can't read, or like I'm not going to be reading when I'm sleeping, or like when I'm eating, or when I'm doing things. Like, I'm not going to go out of my way to like just permanently read comments, but I, you know, actively make an effort to do that because it's important to me. Anyway, what do we do? We're dead, right? This guy played pretty well. I do like his deck as well. I think this deck is not bad that he's playing. I'll show this one as well if you guys want to see it. I don't know if you guys want to or not. I'll show it. This deck that he's playing, very, very cool. You get Elixir Collectors. They probably drop a big spell on top of the Super Witch. You Elixir Collector, you end up getting more damage, right? From me, if I can get a lot of damage with like an Elixir Collector, forcing out my opponent's big spell, so then the Super Witch gets value, and also the Elixir Collector gives the Elixir advantage. It makes sense, right? Wait, I might take tower. Wait, how am I still in this game? Guys. I deliberately thought we lost this game. Like, what? How are we still in it? Okay. Okay. I distinctively did not expect to be in this game at all. All right, we're going to go for a Heal Spirit here. We're going to go for a Cannon. The Electro Giant's going to put in some damage. We can go for a Super Witch as well. Remember, he's got Lightning, so I think I'm dead. Yeah, no, he's got Lightning, so I lose. It's all good, though. You know, we tried our hardest. We'll jump on to the next one. We'll get better. Why Lightning instead of Rocket? So you're able to break through buildings. You're such a vibe. Keep being entertaining. Yeah, that one pump cost the game. Nah, I don't think it was just that one pump, bro. There's a lot of other things. I think you can always attribute it to one thing, but I want to get better. I want to improve. I think just being real about it is like, could have done a lot more there. Also, Ethan Schmutzer, thank you for the $10. He says, huge fan of the videos, Tag. Keep up the awesome content, man. Thank you so much for the vibes. I love you, buddy. And thank you for being so nice to me. Your Tag only takes W? I guess so, man. All right, we want to focus up because I do have to be done soon. So we want to get this as quick as we can. Let's go. Let's make it happen. Miss the old Clash R? Yeah, I mean, you can miss things, man. It's okay to miss things. It's like, All right, let's really focus. We are on a little bit more of a time crunch. You want to speedrun this challenge a little bit faster. All right, this lightning is not smart. It's not going to kill anything. I have to bar barrel, and I don't know if this is great either, but I'm going to try it. Okay, it worked, kind of. Go for a cannon here, and then we can activate King Tower afterward. Nice. That was actually really good. Like, all things considered, I should have just Electro Gianted into that, but I messed up, you know? I really did. What are you doing today? I'm chilling with my mom. I'm figuring out a lot of things for my life. Just redoing some things that I had planned. Sometimes, like, you know, you got to reflect on things. You got to figure things out, and you got to reassess stuff. So for right now, like, I have, like, a lease coming up where I want to resign. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. I'm trying to figure out, like, the next update for Clash Royale. There's a lot of things on my mind in a personal life as well that it's just, like, it's hard to do all of that. But, you know, like, it's good. Like, for instance, I was not really talking to a couple friends that I really wanted to. And then I was like, wait, why the hell did I just not make plans? I could make time for that. Also, my sleep schedule was really messed up from, like, I was going to bed super, super late, and I was getting up really, really late as well. And I've been trying to fix that, and I've been trying to exercise, and I've been eating healthier, and things have been just going, like, so well from that perspective where, you know, like, I'm making, like, improvements on a lot of things. They're not easy to do, but there are improvements. Buying a home? Oh, no, definitely not, dude. I have no idea where I want to live. I have no idea where I want to live. That's one of those things. Like, if you don't know that type of stuff, you shouldn't force it because, like, I don't want to make a wrong decision. I don't want to rush into things. Do you speak any languages besides English? No, dude. Brian Lee, I actually tried to, like I kind of wanted to learn Chinese for a bit, but, like, I don't know. I also kind of wanted to learn, like, German. I want to learn Spanish. A lot of my friends actually, like, they spend an hour a day on different languages, and I kind of want to, but I haven't. So we'll see if I ever do that, but I'm not going to say that I'm going to or anything. I do have this urge, though. Like, I do have this constant urge and want and desire to always be intellectually fulfilled where I feel like I'm stimulated in learning things. I think that's super, super important so that I don't feel like... That's why, like, you know, I think through a lot of things. Like, that's why I've been thinking more than regularly. I just want to make sure that that I'm doing the things I want. And then also, like, I really like learning because I think for a couple years, I was just, like, when I was relaxing, I was watching television all the time, or I was watching that, and I was, like, not necessarily working out or doing the things that really mattered as much. So that was one of those things that I think, like, 2-3 weeks ago, I had this realization. So that was really big for me. I also don't know where I want to live, but I'm ready to buy a home. I can't decide, says Grimsmith. Oh, dude, yeah, that's a tough thing. I wish I could give you, like, my experience on that, but dude, I haven't figured that out yet. That's on the radar for future Jake. But yeah. I saw you live for the first time. I'm loving it. Yo, I'm happy to have you here. Like, seriously, thank you for taking the time to be here. What's your favorite card? My favorite card? Ooh, I don't know. I think the Magic... Well, I do know, actually. Magic Archer is by far my favorite card. Magic Archer is by far and away, the best card for me. I love that card. Because if you think about it from a practical standpoint, the card is balanced, yet it is also, like, easy to kill. It is easy to destroy. It's easy to beat. You can just fireball it. So Clash Royale, like, you know, you can make outplays with this card, but at the same time, you've designed something that isn't super frustrating to the point that it's impossible to counter. If you actually hate playing against Magic Archer, you can build a deck to beat it, and you won't have to worry about it anymore. Just have Fireball in your deck, and you're okay. That's it. That's the end-all, be-all. Whereas, like, Firecracker Evolution, you could put everything in your deck right now, and it wouldn't matter, right? You could do everything, and they just tornado any unit that you drop in the middle, and then it'll line up to the tower and deal like 1,200 damage, right? It's a huge problem. After the balance change, it's going to be fine, but, you know, like, they needed balanced cards like that, in my opinion, and that's how I enjoy the game. That's how I like certain things. Anyway, I tornado this back to the E-Giant. Nice. I really messed it up. Should have not had that happen, but, you know, muscle memory, knowing how to get out of that sticky situation after I play terribly. Will you ever collab with OJ in the future? Would love to see it. Maybe. I don't know. Honestly, I tried to collab with OJ before. Like, I'm just going to be honest with you guys on everything. Almost everything. I tried to, like, I guess everything that I talk about, I'll be honest here. Like, I don't want to be, like, you know, telling you guys very personal, intimate details about my life. Like, where, like, you know, things that are, like, not great, right? Like, things that I'm uncomfortable with, right? But, like, or, like, divulging details about, like, OJ or people that I know, right? Like, those are things I would never say or do. But, specifically, I guess, like, with OJ, I tried to, and then we ended up having a situation where our time schedules didn't align, and it happened like twice. And I was just like, you know, it's probably not worth bothering him. It's also probably not worth me doing it, because also at the same time I did collabs before. They didn't get that many views. It wasn't that fulfilling because it took 2 weeks for my editor to do it, and then it was a lot of downtime because my editor wasn't able to do other stuff, and my editor had to do multiple face cams, and the video wasn't appreciated as much by like the community. But maybe it would be different. Maybe it's worth trying again. I did one with Cashman. I did actually a couple, I think, or I did one very memorable one that was one of my favorite videos. And yeah, it just didn't work out. So I don't know. Maybe I can do that. Maybe I should be doing that in the future. We'll see. We'll see if I do more collaborations. But I also like you guys challenging me as well. Like, one of the other cool things about this type of environment that we have, you guys ask me a lot of questions. You ask me things. You bring up things that I can think about. If you're just by yourself and you don't have friends, or you don't have like a community, it's hard to like really be introspective or like improve, or even just be in a situation where you're doing anything but the same thing all the time. So it's really cool that, you know, you guys are always doing that. I want you guys to keep doing that. I want you guys to keep asking questions like that forever. Who's better, LeBron or Jordan? Also, first stream, dude, I don't really watch basketball, and I never did like that much. So I can't give you a fake thing about something that I don't really care that much about. You know, I like sports. I think it's cool, like that. You know, like this type of legacy was cemented by Jordan and also LeBron. But at the same time, I don't want to give you a false opinion. I know a lot of people sometimes just interject and they're like, yo, definitely LeBron, but they've never watched any freaking basketball ever. And they're just like, he's just the GOAT because I saw it on the internet. But I'm like, you know, you could also think like, I haven't really watched basketball myself, so I'm not going to take someone else's opinion and then just say that randomly, right? Because like I could maybe hypothetically have the correct opinion about like who is better, and then I could have reasons. But like, if I didn't research it myself, why would I say that, right? That's just one thing that I feel pretty strongly about. Messi better? Well, dude, this is a mess for me, man. That's all I'm going to say. It's not looking good. All right, let's see if we can win. My man coming up clutch with the streams. Yeah, dude, that's what's up. That's what's cooking. All right. What card gives you the most value in your opinion? What card gives me the most value? Ooh, it's hard to say, bro. I think that it's really dependent on the matchup, right? Like, for instance, Magic Archer, when your opponent doesn't have Fireball, amazing. But when your opponent does have Fireball, oof, it does not give you much. So it's totally dependent on the situation. I mean, if we're talking about this challenge right now, definitely the Super Witch, right? That's the win condition. Also, the bat right now behind the little piggy. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, we might actually be back in the game because that one bat, bro. That one bat. I don't know if Gladiator's ready. I don't know if he's prepared mentally for this. Okay, he's going to take my tower. I'm okay with that. I think I should have stopped the Golden Knight originally. I should have played that better, but it is what it is, you know? It be how it be. All right, we're going to go in for Heal Spirit. We also end up having Tornado for his spam. Okay, we've got Lightning. I think I lose. Let's see. Do have a lot of time to work with, so there is that at least. And then we can also Tornado, so we can guarantee kill the Executioner. And then the Electro Giant might be able to stun one more time, and it does. Nice. So I think Lightning does take tower. Lightning definitely takes tower, so that's huge. Or maybe the Phoenix retargets. The Phoenix does retarget. Let's go. Wait. Guys. We're going to give him the no. Remember, he gave us the ha. And he's actually giving us the well played. That was pretty funny. All right, let's go for a Heal Spirit, and then we will Lightning depending on what happens. We want to kill the Super Witch, but I don't know if this does. I do want to kill the Super Witch really bad, so. Do this and Tornado his Executioner in. We should be able to get it turned into a pig really quick. And we do. That's huge, actually. What if I'm able to do something like this where I keep the Super Witch alive with the Heal Spirit? Is that even possible? It is. It is possible. Oh my goodness, guys. We might be able to win a situation I thought was dead. I thought we were gone. No way. Guys, he thought we were dead too, and we pulled ahead. We're not dead. We're ahead, baby. Hell yeah. Also, I made so many mistakes in this game, but it was really satisfying to come away with like a victory even after making the mistakes against the Golden Knight, right? That's what I like to do. That's how I like to play. And I wouldn't have it any other way. You know, it's just kind of fun to make those mistakes, come back, and, you know, just have the entire roller coaster ride. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. I'm going to end on that. Again, here's the deck. We were able to get 12 wins with it. We did have to reset. I honestly haven't played that well today, but it's a phenomenal deck. If you guys want to check it out, let me know down below in the comment section what deck you used for this. And I had to reset it once because I didn't play well and I played against a really good player. Again, the deck that I lost to is this one. very smart to use a pump because a lot of times people use big spells on the Elixir Collector and then they won't have anything for the Super Witch. So his deck, another deck I would recommend. He's probably a very good player. He's probably like great. Yeah, he's Ultimate Champion. He's Ultimate Champion. Very good player. Great deck. Would recommend doing something like that too. I'll see you guys later. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Thanks, Blaze. Thank you, Peter Parker. Love you guys. Love you, Anthony. See you later. Peace. No matter when you're watching, no matter when you're watching, sorry, no matter where you're watching, no matter when you're watching, I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Like and subscribe if you want to support me for free, and subscribe if you want to see more streams like this in the future, because I will put out a stream every single time there's an event or a challenge. I'll see you guys later, and peace out.